Hello everyone, this is Pedro Romero reporting on the 2021 LCS Summer Split. I have here with me Palafox, the mid laner for FlyQuest, who just came off of I don't know how to call that, but like a 50-minute banger of a match. They defeated Evil Geniuses literally on the last fight of the match. Well, Palafox, I just gotta ask first of all, how do you feel after playing that kind of match?
How do I feel after playing that kind of match? Well, a win is a win, and we take those. But at the same time, I think that if we played better, like some people played better, the game should be over at like 25 minutes. So we still have a lot to work on.
Can
But
you
that was, yeah.
can you talk about what exactly was it that um stopped you guys from ending it at around 25 minutes, as you said?
So I think the early game went like really, really good for us, right? Lee Sin is a slower clear than Rumble, but because of what we did level one, we came out on top. Tristana was really, really behind in lane, and their bot lane was really behind as well. So the only lane that was like punishment on our team was top lane, whereas they had like 3 people that were losing, right? Or 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
So I think at one point you notice Jose had 20, like Rumble was 25 CS and he was like 50, and like he was level 6 to level 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think if Brandon used his lead really, really well, he could like solo carry, like turbo smurf the game. I know like Brandon's kind of kicking himself for that one for sure, but yeah, I think that's like kind of one of the reasons. And then also we just had some like weird like team fighting mistakes and some other mistakes. As an example, like there was one dragon fight around my level 10, and I was poking with like Eric next to me, and then like he went in, but I was just like, oh no, I need you to stay on top of me because like Tristana just jumps on me and I just die, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think there was just some like team fighting mistakes and individual mistakes this one.
Well, in light of those team fighting mistakes, the game featured, especially like in the second half of it, various close calls and like where it could have just like so many people could have died at around like at the end of one fight, which would have then ended the game. For you,
Yeah.
how did you maintain your composure in the midst of all that chaos?
I I don't usually feel like too pressured, right? I don't think most people actually would feel like that much pressure in those situations. But I think specifically me, like, I know if I don't have flash, I'm not allowed to walk forward. And there was like when the game really should have been over, which is like when they were at our nexus, I like R'd forward one time, and Tristana autoed me for over half my health. So I was like, I can't even R forward anymore. So yeah, I mean, I was just playing super safe and kind of just waiting for them to engage on my team so I could get some damage off. Because I think if they engage on me, it's just doomed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and near the end of the game, you guys were waiting for that elder power up to finish up before you can actually like start to engage when EG was pushing into your basically your
Yeah.
nexus. Um and so that must have been like a very stressful kind of situation either way.
Yeah. At the time, Licorice or Eric is yelling like he's like, Elder is out in 10 seconds. We must not get engaged on. And he's just yelling, he's like 5 seconds left. Don't get engaged on. And it's like that's really much what's happening. And then like they ended up like they were probably pressured because they knew that they need to like go with Elder, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they just like did some wacky engage. I'll just call it that. And yeah, I guess we ended up coming back from it. So
Yeah, well, stepping off from that game and looking at the first week of play, what are some takeaways that you can see? Well, what are some takeaways for you to digest, study, after playing this week?
so after this week, I'm gonna have to think about this one for a little bit. I think I think right now the thing we need to focus on is, for me, I need to be open to playing like some new champions. I mean, I play a lot of champions, but I think sometimes I'm maybe a little bit too like negative towards like a certain comp because I think it's like easily countered, um, and I might not see the value in it, right? But I think I should be a little bit more open minded. Um, Other than that, we have like a lot of backer mistakes that we need to work on. I think between just kind of like the mid game play between us four, everyone kind of excluding Eric, just needs like a lot of work because I think our rotations around the map are not too clean. Yeah.
Surely
I
enough, you
think
guys.
that's pretty much what I think.
Surely enough,
Sorry.
oh, it's okay. Uh, surely you guys will work on that for the second week. Well, obviously, well, not only you guys, but the rest of the league returned to the LCS Studio for the first time after a year, after more than a year. What has it been like for you to return there after that much time?
Yeah. So, well, I was in academy pretty much before COVID, right? So I didn't play much games on stage,
Mhm.
and this is really like I played maybe before this. I played like 3 or 4 games on stage, right? So not that much. Um, but now that I'm here, I thought I'd be more nervous. Not gonna lie, but I'm really not nervous at all on stage, and it actually just feels really really good. It feels like kind of like I can focus up more.
Mhm.
And it's like really really great seeing like everybody from every other team that I'm friends with. I think that's like honestly just such a great feeling every week too.
Piggybacking off that question, how does being on stage compare with playing remote?
Yeah. So the first split that we had, like I just played. Everybody played in their rooms, right? So it feels a lot harder to like focus up, like get in the zone pretty much.
Mhm.
And like at least for me, right? It feels a lot harder to like get in the zone or get into a place where like I'm like really really focused. Because like also there's sometimes that there's like sirens going off like in the middle of the game, like where we live. Um, and being here, it's like I don't know. It's really nice. I think it's super super nice.
And looking into next week, you're going up against a next three set of teams that will definitely offer a challenge. Um, how how are you guys going to look forward to next week?
So looking forward to next week. I think that we kind of just need to look at our macro mistakes and like our setup for a lot of objectives and also some of our early game planning for objectives. And I think we're just going to work on that pretty much. I think that's like the best thing we can do for the next week.
Mhm. One of the newest champions that have emerged in this meta, not only in the game, is obviously Viego and Gwen. How have you guys fared with those two entering into the LCS?
So I don't want to reveal too much, you know, but most I can say is like I played an academy for 3 years, and I felt like I was at a good level. So after I got at a good level for those champions, I just started playing everything, right? So
Mhm.
I kind of just have a champion ocean, we'll say. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I'll say about this. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I understand. I don't want to reveal too much. I don't want to have anybody just looking at this video and say like, "Oh, oh, okay." What are you talking about? But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I understand. Um, Looking into the rest of the summer split, who do you see as the team to beat?
Who do we see as the team to beat? Honestly, I mean that's really hard. C9 went to MSI, so that just immediately makes them like they should technically have like the most practice and like should be the hardest to beat. But I think like 100 Thieves and C9, they should honestly be the 2 hardest teams. I think it's for sure those two, C9 or 100 Thieves.
100. Well, speaking of 100 Thieves, what do you make of their new strategy of putting Karma into Abadage so that he could support the two other carry champions, as he said like previously in the post game interview?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's they like to go with that strat. I think that it is like completely viable. But actually, the thing that I think is like on stage, that strat seems like it'd be very very good because people are very very nervous.
Mhm.
And it seems like when I watch Abadage play against other people, like he's not getting punished at all, right? Like this guy is like this guy's obviously not nervous on stage, and the people he's playing against are like I don't know what they're doing. So they're just like getting away with it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Abadage should be playing something else. He's probably good enough for it, or he's definitely good enough for it.
All right, we'll see if he does in the future. But with all that said, that about wraps up all of my questions in this interview. Palafox, thank you so much for taking the time and talking to me. Do you have any final words for the fans who are watching this interview?
Well, thank you so much for supporting us, and we finally got a 2-1 week, and we broke the curse, kind of. So yeah, thank you so much.
All right, this has been Palafox, the mid laner for FlyQuest, talking to me, Pedro Romero for Gamezo. If you want to watch the latest in the LCS Summer Split, be sure to check out the website down below. And with that said, I'll see you guys later. Take care.